Hello and welcome to this introduction about the Lindab Group. My name is Ola Ringdahl and I'm the President and CEO of Lindab. Lindab is a ventilation company with a strong presence and position in Europe. Our sales in 2019 was approximately 10 billion Swedish krona. We have about 5,200 employees and we have branches, production and warehouses across Europe. Lindab has three business areas, whereof ventilation systems is by far the largest. Ventilation systems, they focus on air duct systems and indoor climate solutions, meaning air distribution and air diffusion primarily. We have a good position both in the new build and the renovation market, and we focus mainly on the commercial and industrial segment of that industry. In some of the Lindab countries we also have a strong profile system activity, quite integrated with the distribution points and the logistic flow for ventilation systems. So they work together, but to different target groups. And in addition we have building systems, our third business area, and they are specialized in customized steel buildings in continental Europe. Lindab has three long-term financial targets. The first one is about growth. We say that the combination of organic and acquired growth should be between 5 and 8% annually as an average over a business cycle. And the profitability should be on 10% operating margin, also as an average over a business cycle. Now you can see from the graph that Lindab has struggled a bit in the past to reach that level, but since 2019 we have come above the 9% level, so we are on the right track. And finally we have the net debt to EBITDA ratio. That should not exceed 3, and as you can see in the graph we have decreased that level continuously over the past few years, and currently we are at around 1.5. We also have a dividend policy where we should pay 40% of the net profit every year as a dividend. Now let's look at some key highlights from the latest available quarter that we presented, quarter 3 of 2020. 2020 has not been a normal year, as you all know, and we are quite pleased that we could see a positive market development in Q3 versus Q2 when there was a lot of lockdowns in Europe. We saw a recovery in ventilation systems, we saw strong growth in profile systems, but the market was quite challenging for building systems and the project-related business. We actually had a record high operating margin in the quarter for the group, which is very pleasing to see. And we've been good at adapting the costs to a new reality after COVID-19. Our focus area in 2020, besides handling of course everything around COVID-19, which has taken a lot of focus in the organization, but in addition to that we continue our decentralization efforts, bringing very much of the responsibility and accountability as close to the customers as possible. So it's in the front line that where we really execute, where we want to have the decision power in the company. We have very distinct business units and very strong local managers who have taken a fantastic responsibility during the year. Profitability is a prerequisite for continued growth and continued investment, and we make very sure that we set the targets and follow up so that the units can reach sustainable profitability in line with our financial targets. And maybe the most important thing is to have customer satisfaction thanks to our very good availability and our promise that we always deliver in time. We talk about delivery excellence, and I think Lindab has really taken some important steps in this area in the past 2 or 3 years. Now to make all this possible, it is necessary to upgrade the equipment and the facilities of the Lindab Group. And we have embarked on quite an ambitious investment program since 2018, where we upgrade our facilities, we upgrade our equipment, and we automate everything we can. And this is now leading to substantial efficiency increases, which is one of the explanations why we are strengthening our gross margin even in these difficult times. During 2020, Lindab has also started what I hope will be an acquisition-led journey, and we have made to date 4 acquisitions, and we have made 1 investment in a company, and we have also divested a group of companies. So let me start in chronological order from the first acquisition of the year. That was Thorduct in Ireland, and they are active in smoke evacuation and fire protection products with a very smart technology. On 3rd of July, we acquired Crenna, and Crenna is a company specialized in rectangular duct manufacturing, and they are extremely fast in their services. They are located in Sweden. In September, it was time for us to actually divest a group of companies. IMP Klima Group, that was acquired by Lindab in 2015. They are mainly active in air handling units. This was an area where Lindab had difficulties to really succeed and to be profitable. And after many efforts and considerations, we decided to divest the IMP Klima Group in September. In October, we acquired a company called Ecovent. They are a ventilation company in the south of Sweden, very good at fire dampers, but also with a good presence in rain hoods and other ventilation accessories. In November, it was time for us to make an interesting investment in a company called Leapcraft. They are based in Denmark, and they are specialized in advanced measurement and analysis of the indoor climate. And this is, of course, a growing trend. People want to understand better the indoor climate, the air they breathe, and make sure that children or elderly or office workers are productive or healthy at work. So this will be an exciting cooperation that will now happen between Leapcraft and Lindab in the future. And in December, we acquired a company in Norway called Air Faber, and they are specialized in ventilation products, both rectangular and circular, and they are strong in the Oslo area, where Lindab wanted to further strengthen our position. So we have welcomed many new colleagues and interesting companies, well-performing, profitable units that will bring a fantastic addition to Lindab for the future. Now, something that is, of course, on everybody's mind these days is the area of sustainability. And Lindab, with our products and technologies, we are well positioned here. The sustainability trend is really driving the HVAC and ventilation trends and growth very strongly today. And we see that to fulfill the targets that have been set by the EU and by national governments in terms of reducing the energy consumption, reducing the CO2 emissions, then we need to address the building sector and the buildings. And to do that, we need to address the heating and ventilation and cooling of these buildings. And here Lindab is well positioned to gain from this trend. Lindab has the ventilation systems rated in the absolute highest energy efficiency class. Our duct systems are the tightest in the market. Our air diffusers are extremely efficient. So we have the products and technologies and the selection tools and configurators to help architects, technical consultants, building companies property owners, landlords, tenants, etc., to have the best energy efficiency in their buildings. Our sustainability strategy can be summarized in 3 different areas. So first of all, we want to contribute to creating healthy buildings. We want to make sure that the building sector and the tenants of these buildings can contribute to a circular economy and have access to premium air door quality for the people who are inside these buildings. And we do spend a lot of time inside buildings these days, don't we? The second area has to do with reducing our customers' environmental impact. So the solutions we contribute with should be sustainable, they should be energy efficient to reduce that impact of our customers. And we do that by having the superior products, but also through different digital tools and support so that the customers can fine-tune the systems and achieve better results. And the third area is, of course, our own impact from our activities. We have a large manufacturing footprint, logistics, etc. And we also source material and semi-finished products from different suppliers. We need to have a very sustainable way of sourcing these products. We are already good, but we are improving even further. We want to have sustainable production and production methodologies. The transportation sector is another challenge, and here I think the whole world is going through a transformation now with electrification, etc. And we work very much with the optimization of our transport and the logistics system. Let's not forget that there are also other important areas. We work a lot to be an attractive employer who can retain talent and develop that talent within the company. And we work with good principles and always with the highest ethical standards. And also we need to be a good member of the community where we are active. So we have different programs to support the local community around our main sites where we have a lot of employees in different parts of Europe. So to summarize, I think that Lindab has a strong position in a growing and attractive market. The market is driven by the increasing demand for energy savings, the increasing demands for good indoor air quality, and also by the regulations that are increasing now to make sure that buildings are sustainable, that energy efficiencies are met, but also other things which contribute to a more healthy indoor climate, including good ventilation to minimize the risk of spreading viruses. Our position in the European ventilation market is, I would say, quite strong. We are the market leader in the segments where we are active. We have a strong position in all the 20 major countries in Europe, and we are the only one who has that presence across so many borders. Our brand is very recognized in the technologies where we are leading, and our products are of premium quality, and we are leading that development. So we are quite confident that we are well positioned within our industry. Now, it's not enough to be well positioned and in a growing market. You also need to perform and deliver shareholder value, of course. We focus a lot on execution. Execution to grow organically, execution to sharpen the product offering even further. And of course, we spend a lot of energy on improving our operations that are quite substantial operations throughout Europe, and ensuring that we can continue with delivery excellence. That was tested now during the COVID-19 during the spring, and I'm glad to say that we managed to deliver throughout the crisis in every part of Europe. In addition to this, we have an interesting role to play in a relatively fragmented industry, and we are trying to be one of the parties who consolidate the industry by making selected acquisitions of high quality companies, profitable companies that can add to Lindab's growth and strength going forward. So even if we are living in difficult times, and even if the continued effects of the virus bring uncertainty, I'm quite confident that Lindab has a strong platform to work with, and we are in an attractive industry, and we have shown a strong performance through a crisis. So I'm confident that we will stand strong also going forward, and I'm looking forward to continue to develop Lindab as a group. I hope that this presentation has contributed to a better understanding of the Lindab Group, our priorities and our prospects. Thank you very much for listening.